Hi, I'm Karen Borga, and welcome to my virtual studio. Today, I wanted to talk to you about using my Rigid Heddle, and I also wanted to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining me. Let's get to it. It's my Rigid Heddle, and I am working on weaving with my art yarn a lot of different textures. This one is actually a commercial in with some Corriedale that I spun. I dyed this and spun it. What else I got here? Another one that I dyed and spun. This is some Romney I, dyed and spun. And this one too. They don't really look so much like art yarns. But then we get into this stuff that I have in here as well. And so I am playing with these yarns that were originally already knitted into a shawl. And I really didn't like the way that the shawl turned out. I'll put a picture of it here. It was too heavy. It hung too long. And even though I like the colors and the textures together, I just didn't like the way the shawl was, and I was never going to wear it. So I am working on weaving it into something else. And I thought I would share just using a Rigid Heddle. I have the heddle here, and I'm actually using a heddle that is only two and a half strands per inch. So it's really wide apart. So things are going to be nice and loose, which is really the look that I'm going for. And since I'm using a lot of little bits and pieces together, whoops, sorry about that. I'm not even putting it on a shuttle. I'm just squeezing it through. And so the way that Rigid Heddle works is that, let me see if I can bring the camera around just a little bit to give you a better glance for right now. There are holes and slots in here, and you thread a warp thread between a hole and a slot and all the way across, so that when you manually pick these up, this reed up, you're going to make an open shed in here, and the yarn's going to go through. Then you're going to bring it down, and you have a different open shed, and that is how you create weaving, a basic tabby weave or plain weave. And so that is what I'm doing here. And so I'm just pulling it right through. You bring the reed down, heddle down, kind of as a beater, and then you just bring your yarn through. It's really an easy thing to do, weaving. At least weaving like this on a Rigid Heddle. Highly recommended if you're interested. This is sort of like the beginner weaving loom. I have a bigger one in the kitchen. That one takes a lot more to work with. I'm not going to be able to put this right through here. So I'm going to have to put this on a shuttle. So I'm not going to use that one right now for demonstration purposes. I will switch to this one. It's a little smaller. So just pull it through. This is not typically how you would do it at home, but I am doing it for you. So, this is going to be a Hero Cowl. I've never made one before, and I will film how it is different than just a regular cowl or a regular scarf when I get to that point. But here we are, just weaving, and it's very relaxing if you've never tried it. This loom cost over $200, but if you think about how much you spend to go out to dinner or some other sort of luxury that you do to pass your time, this one, definitely worth it. I spend so much time weaving. It's so peaceful and gratifying. So, see you on the next one.